Okay, so did a few runs of the new Path to Doomsday mode, and yeah, the second one was kind of frustrating. Made a previous video. Kind of annoyed when I made that. Anyway, though, so what did I observe about playing Ironman 4 times in Path to Doomsday? This really needs some way to look up what the stupid cards do, because it gives you random draws and there's no way I know of to actually just look up the list of them. Now you can go through these history things to see what the cards people used were, but that's the only way to look them up. And in order to do that, you have to play a bunch of matches. Not very convenient. Also, it's kind of random which ones you end up getting to look at when you look at these listings here. Anyway, so what did I do? Well, this match, things didn't go very well. Not the worst damage in the match, and that's when I'm a person who didn't get KO'd at all, and one of my teammates got KO'd 3 times, and I still got lower damage. Why? Because I didn't get any of the gold cards. Yeah, no gold cards. Apparently, Iron Man's normal attacks just do shit damage in this game mode. So you just cannot use Iron Man's normal attacks effectively. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but it is what it is. So what do you do instead? Well, one of the things that I realized in this one is that the missile lock stuff, well, I concluded that it was suicide in this run, and I haven't tried it since then. It has a damage taken plus 50% debuff, where you apparently take 50% more damage. When I was trying to use it in this run, I would get killed most of the time I tried to use it. Activate missile lock, fire several missiles off, immediately get targeted by like 20 enemies and insta-ganked. Did not work very well. And as you may have noticed, I had 20 deaths in that run. 20. I got ganked a lot. And missile lock was part of it. After a while, I figured out how to use Hypervelocity, and that actually worked reasonably well. Shockingly. I genuinely have no idea how much damage you do in Hypervelocity because of the fact that, due to the fact that I'm spending most of my time flying in circles, I literally can't see the damage floaters. As far as I can tell, it actually does more damage than my basic attacks do. Because, like, I fired a unit beam into one of those giant eyeball things, and it did 44 damage per unit beam tick. That's basically nothing. Yeah. But I actually get a lot more damage. Because, like, in this run, see how it shows I did 12.7 million damage. 10 of that was after I switched strategies. Yeah. Looking at just how abysmal the amount of damage I had done was why I switched strategies and decided to do the whole like flying rocket spam thing, because I was like, okay, tried everything else I can think of. Absolutely nothing is actually killing anything. And quite frankly, getting ganked this many times was unpleasant. And suddenly occurred to me that this is the only person I've run into who actually played Captain America, and the fact that he got KO'd almost as many times as I did is not encouraging. Anyway, so how exactly do the Iron Man things work? Well, hypervelocity basically just makes it so that you can do your whole like flying missile dispenser thing indefinitely. On my first card draw, because okay, here's another very important thing to remember here. The gold cards aren't being distributed randomly. It's force feeding them to you. So like my first draw, it gives me hypervelocity and missile aerial assault and full payload, both of which give you the two branches of your class perks. Thing is, you get this, and then it will immediately give you one of these three. Wait, no, not those three. These three. Immediately. Then, on your next card draw, it'll give you the other two. So, by the end of the second random draw for cards, you have all four of the hypervelocity gold cards. Because that's just how the system works, apparently, in this game mode, is that it force feeds you the gold cards. Yeah, did you notice how these people just have a set of 8 gold cards, each of which is different? Because of the fact that it's not randomly giving them out. It's just shoving them in your face. These you have to get lucky and draw at random. These you don't. So, and also is that if you, because like there's the two per character that are the capstone one, they're the one that you need in order to make the other ones work. For Ironman, it is aerial assault and full payload. Not 100% sure about the other characters. I haven't actually tried any of them yet. But if you don't take full payload and refuse to touch it, it will stay there the rest of the match. And when you redraw cards, it will always put it back in the random draw. Just keep ignoring it. Yeah, you're down to 2 random cards for each of your draws, and this one will come back like a zombie every single time, but it's useless. Don't touch it. Like, there's the strategy I ended up doing, which made me go from 2.7-ish million damage to over 12 million, was just, fly in circles and let the rocket spamming thing do its thing. Yeah. Then, after I figured that out, I did 2 more runs. This one, yeah, just fly in circles, spamming rockets, and I got MVP and almost 20 million in normal. Then I did a second run of hard just to see, and least deaths, most of these were actually in the final Ultron fight, because it's not exactly easy, even if you're doing a cheeseball strategy like that. Still had the least deaths on my team, though. And not the best damage on this run. I have no idea how this guy got 140 million. He clearly knows how to play Monster Hulk and make a build work where he is permanently in Monster Hulk mode. Kind of interesting, honestly. But like I said, is that it's force feeding you the yellow cards. So as long as the build works with this, then whatever. Because like in the case of Ironman might be unique in that, due to the fact that his other gold card is for a missile barrage mode that is suicide. The Hulk one doesn't seem to have that kind of limitation. So, having all of the gold cards as Hulk might actually be a good thing. I'm guessing it's a good thing, honestly. Because, Chuleta did really well. Actually, all of the Hulk players that I ran into seem to do pretty good. Like this one doesn't have a Hulk player in it. I got MVP, no Hulk. The Thor player got second best, and the two Iron Man people here had a different skill set than I did. This one did actually have at least one of the missile lock cards, but apparently he realized that the missile lock ability was useless, so he decided he didn't want to take any of the things to upgrade it. This guy did not realize that the missile lock was useless and actually tried to use it during the match, and he's the person who got KO'd 4 times. The rest of us didn't. So, yeah, the fact that he was trying to use the missile lock thing is apparently the reason he was getting KO'd this many times. And yeah, I know that that is actually one thing I observed from this particular match, was that I didn't see which of the 2 other Ironmans was doing it, but I know that one of the other 2 Ironmans was actually trying to use the missile lock thing, because it animates the missiles differently than the flyby missile spam does. Anyway, though, yeah. So that's my thoughts on building Iron Man for this. This is like, you got to like plan ahead, but like the amount of research required to actually figure out how to do the planning on this is annoying. But you know what? Combat strategy is very important. Bad strategy means you're the guy who loses. Alrighty then. Well, see you guys later.